What up, fellas? It's Fantasy Football Tuesday. We're in playoff mode. It is week 2 of the playoffs, and hopefully you guys made it this far. I am rooting for you, and hopefully I will see you at the finish line. I had a couple tough matchups this past week, but I'm not out of the playoffs in all of my leagues. So I still got 2 leagues where I am fresh, ready to go into the playoffs, and I'm looking pretty darn good. It was a close call for all my playoff games this week, except for one. I did have a first round bye in one of my leagues. It is what it is. Liam, thank you for being here, Liam. Says evening's not going to be on for too long. Got 3 exams on from Thursday to Friday. It's Tuesday, my brother. You got time. You got time for some fantasy football. That's what we're doing today. We're talking fantasy football. We're talking waiver wire, who to pick up. We're talking injuries. Who should we be worried about? And we're just talking, give me your fantasy football story this past week. How was your first week of the playoffs? I see your first question here, Liam. So we got to wait for some people to get in here, but I'm going to answer your first question. It says, need to start 2 of these running backs this week. Who are y'all thinking? Half PPR, mind you. Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet, or Tyrone Tracy? Okay, very interesting question here. I know Derrick Henry is not coming off a great game, but you got to remember it was a blowout game. They were going against the New York Giants, right? Where we see Ali have 8 carries in that backfield. I mean, that's not going to happen much, right? Now they're going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers up next. That's going to be a tough matchup. That's going to be a physical matchup. It is going to be a prime matchup for Derrick Henry. I am for sure starting Derrick Henry as well as Aaron Jones, unless Kenneth Walker is out again this week for whatever reason. If Kenneth Walker is out this week, I'm going to go Derrick Henry and Zach Charbonnet. I know Charbonnet is not coming off the greatest game either, but if Walker's not in there, he's the bell cow. That's just what I like here. Tyrone Tracy, I love the guy, but horrible offense. Pareco says Denver or Colts defense this week. So I automatically like Colts. I'm going Colts in almost every single one of my leagues. But just so I don't leave you high on dry, let's go ahead and check out the Denver Broncos and what they are looking at as far as their matchup. The Denver Broncos, I did not have on my waiver wire video today, which if you guys haven't seen, I do release a waiver wire video every single Tuesday morning. We have the Broncos going up against the Chargers. I kind of like the Colts a little bit more, right? We saw the Colts have 3 interceptions against the Broncos last week. But you do have Herbert, who's thrown his first interception a few games last week, and they have a pretty good offensive scheme. I do like the Colts here. Also, are we going T. Higgins or Garrett Wilson? Dude, I'm going to go Garrett Wilson. I like T. Higgins. He's going to demand a target share, and that's fine. But Garrett Wilson, I mean, what else are you going to do in that offense besides pass the ball to Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams? Now, we saw Devontae Adams have one hell of a game last week. Unfortunately, it was 4 points shy of helping me win one of my fantasy matchups. That is super unfortunate. But I do like Garrett Wilson. I don't mind either one of those guys. I just feel like Garrett Wilson has a higher ceiling here. Liam says, would you avoid Judy now that DTR is starting over Jameis? And if so, are you starting Jaden Reed or Addison in full PPR? Okay, so yes, I am going to avoid Judy, right? We can't afford mistakes in the playoffs, which I decided to start Jawan Jennings over Lad McConkey this past week. Fortunately enough for me, I sneak by 0.6 points. Insane. But yes, I am worried. And if I had to start anywhere in between Jaden Reed or Addison, I low key, kind of like Addison. He's become a real factor in that offense, someone who's going to be consistent for you. I like Jaden Reed though. But all right, let's go ahead and compare some matchups here. Let's look at Jordan Addison first because we're just talking about him. Jordan Addison, I do believe he saw 9 targets. Addison, nine targets with 7 receptions. Very solid. Great target share right there. And now let's go ahead and look at Jaden Reed with the Green Bay Packers. Jaden Reed is coming off a game with 6 targets, while Romeo Dobbs had 5 targets, while Christian Watson had 6 targets, while Wicks had 2 targets. That's what I don't like, right? I like opportunity, I like the high ceiling, and I like consistency. And Addison has been very consistent as of late. I know what you're going to say, but 13 points, AJ. Why you can't live off of 13 points? You can live off of opportunity. Okay, I don't want to go to a guy who's touchdown or bust. Okay, if you want to go that route, go start Marvin Harrison Jr. Nate Dogg, what's up, dude? Appreciate you being here. Let's go, man. Would you start Pacheco versus Houston or Bucky versus Dallas? I think at this point of time, you're gonna have to go Bucky Irving, right? Bucky Irving, he going to his stats here, he has 15 carries with 2 targets, while Rachaad White has 15 carries with 2 targets, right down the middle, right? But Bucky Irving is so productive with what he has. While Isaiah Pacheco, I'm officially worried. And now with Patrick Mahomes out, that makes me even more worried, right? Because you're not going to be in a game where you're going to be passing more. They're going against the Houston Texans. And you have Isaiah Pacheco with 13 carries and Kareem Hunt with 13 carries. But Isaiah Pacheco only has 1 compared to 2 with Hunt. And yeah, it's just not there. That efficiency is not there for Pacheco. I think at this point in time, I am running the risk and I'm going Bucky Irving over Isaiah Pacheco. Liam says that matchup last night had me stressing, bro. Once the Raiders got that touchdown, I went down, but that blocked PAT won me first round. Okay, so get this. Last night was a roller coaster. I could not sleep last night. I had to do a second workout. I went to the gym at night during the game because I was so stressed out. I couldn't eat. My heart was racing. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, I may or may not have thrown up, right? Because that's how stressed out I was. One game, if Jordan Addison had 14 fantasy points, I lose. And that is my best team by far. He had 13.5. Other game, I was going against Aaron Jones, and I had Aaron Jones. I had a gray spot. If Aaron Jones scored between 12 to 15 fantasy points, I lose both matchups. He did. He did score. If he would have scored more, I would have won in a matchup and lost in another one. If he would have scored less, I would have won in a matchup and lost in another one. But he scored right in that gray zone where I lost both. And yeah, losing less than 5 points, it sucks. It sucks. Consider yourself lucky, Liam. I'm out of the playoffs, but good luck to you and good luck in the future. I hope you win it. Or Andrea. I hope Andrea wins it. Hi, everyone. What's going on, Andrea? Says, what do you do with Marvin Harrison Jr.? So Marvin Harrison Jr. all year long, I've been saying this, he is a touchdown or bust guy. That's all he is. I like Marvin Harrison Jr. I don't like him for fantasy because he stresses me out. I actually sat him for Jacoby Myers. Marvin Harrison Jr. had 6 targets. That's not a high passing volume team there. It's not. Greg Dortch, 3 targets. Harrison, 6. Wilson, 2. Jones, 1. That's not a high passing volume team right there. James Conner had 5 targets. You can't go. You got to look at the matchups going forward, right? If it's going to be a tough matchup for the Cardinals, then you could consider starting Marvin Harrison Jr. The Arizona Cardinals are going up against the Carolina Panthers. Now, you tell me, you think that's a tough matchup for them? I don't feel comfortable with it. Liam, Falcons defense probably best this week, right? Going against Giants and just got me 20 against the Raiders. I also stashed Chargers for week 17 against New England. I do like the Falcons defense. I had them. I put them on my waiver wire video. Going against the New York Giants, this is very, very favorable for people who would like to start the Falcons here. Liam says pick 3 for half PPR. You got Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Achane, and Chase Brown. The fact that you have all those guys kind of ticks me off. It's good for you, though. For sure, you got to start Saquon Barkley for 100%. Chase Brown has been an animal. We're gonna go Chase Brown here as well. What did Achan do last week? I have Achan as a must-start running back every single week moving forward. But if you have Josh Jacobs there, he did good. He had 7 targets. Achan has 7 targets compared to Josh. Why are you doing this to me here? What are we doing here? Well, we have to decide between those guys. Josh Jacobs had 4 targets. They both look good. Goodness gracious. Let's take one more look at Chase Brown then. Chase Brown, 3 targets, 25 carries, 97 yards. That's rough. Okay, now I want to look at matchups here. Because this actually has me kind of going. So the Eagles going against the Commanders. I like Saquon there. The Packers going against the Saints. I like Josh Jacobs there. The Dolphins. The Dolphins are going against my boys, the Niners. Of course, that's going to be tough for Achan. And the Bengals are going against the Browns. They got a good defensive front. But I'm stuck between Achan and Chase Brown, dude. And oh, geez. F it, dude. I think you gotta keep Chase Brown down. You gotta go Saquon Jacobs, Achan. I don't know. I got a weird feeling here. Nate Dog. Don't know if Kamara is playing, so if not, should I put in DK, Hopkins, or Pacheco? So Pacheco scares the crap out of me. I don't know how D Hop's gonna look with Carson Wentz as quarterback. I sure do hope that Patrick Mahomes is good to go for Saturday, but we don't know for sure just yet. We should have gone a report today. I actually do want to look that up real quick. So Patrick Mahomes, I looked this up earlier. So this was 2 hours ago. Patrick Mahomes, she started but status for week still Tuesday. So he does practice today, but his status for week 16 is still up in the air. So we don't like to see it. Right. So I guess we're gonna have to go with DK. Not the biggest fan of DK fantasy purposes or real life purpose. But DK only saw 3 targets. That is a huge no. Okay, so if Patrick Mahomes is playing, we're going to go D-Hop. If not, we're going to have to run the risk with DK just because we don't know what we're going to get with Carson Wentz. It is going to be a tough matchup. You know what? I squash all that. Let's F it. We're full send here. We're going to go D-Hop. What is that jersey? So this is a North Carolina Tar Heel jersey. You couldn't see the North Carolina logo because of the mic. But yeah, this is my the second team I always support for college. You're gonna see me root for them a lot when basketball season hits, which I know already has. But I always liked North Carolina. Of course, number 1, Michigan, go blue. But I just thought I'll rip the jersey since we had recent news of a new head coach with Bill Belichick. Freaking awesome. Trey says he was full go at practice. He should play. Obviously, talking about Patrick Mahomes, since Trey is a Chiefs fan, which I sure do need Patrick Mahomes to play. So I got him in a double quarterback format, Dynasty League. Liam says, damn, bro, I didn't realize how close your matchup turned out to be in the NSP League. Bet you don't want to admit it, but Purdy sold you. I did admit it. I put it on the Discord. I don't know if it was to you or to Rave, but I said, you know what? Unfortunately, I started Brock Purdy, which cost me the game. And it is what it is. It sucked. But on my bench, I had Matthew Stafford. So it was either between Brock Purdy or Matthew Stafford. That would have been 4 points. And if I would have made that switch, I still would have lost by like 0.2 or so. But yeah, you clearly got the best out of that trade with Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill totally sold as well. Not the greatest, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Yeah, super close matchup. Not happy about it. Trey says, "Hey, ankle sprain, but nowhere near as bad as the 2022 playoffs that he played through." I can't remember what he played through in the 2022 playoffs, but like I said, I just need him to play. I need him to throw a couple TDs so I can be good. Liam, if you win it for me, that'll make me the happiest camper in the world, dude. Honestly, I really want you to win. I'm gonna be your biggest fan going forward in that league. So I'm rooting for you, Liam. I honestly am. So hopefully you win it all. Hopefully you win gold and you get the prize. But I mean, you got to keep your head straight, baby. Keep your head straight. You got you got a couple of good guys on there. You have Pete, who I lost to, who has Jahmyr Gibbs as well as Mike Evans. You also have Gabe, Patriot Gabe, who has a pretty decent team as well. So keep an eye out for them. Trey is asking if the Chargers are going to be beating the Broncos. That should be a good game. A game that we will be covering. Reed and I will be covering on Thursday live on this channel. So, Liam, that'll be freaking bad. I was going to say a word. That'll be freaking awesome if you're at least able to watch it with us. That would be cool, man. Definitely going for the Chargers there solely because of Harbaugh. And I think I'm going to start Ladd McConkey over Jawan Jennings this week. I'm not too sure. We'll see. Liam says, probably not Trey. This offense can't put together a second half. So we'll see. I also have to see if I'm going to have to start Mason Rudolph or not. Because if Patrick Mahomes is not good to go, I need somebody. But I don't know if I run the risk of starting Mason Rudolph this early without knowing more about Patrick Mahomes. Nate Dogg, should I put Thielen, Downs, Coleman, or DK? I don't like Thielen because he's in a bad offense. Hubbard croaked. That was bad. Thielen had 7 targets, not horrible. I know you said DK in there. Who else did he have? Downs, Josh Downs. He didn't look horrible. Man, he did have 8 targets, but Anthony Richardson, dude, I'm not the biggest fan there. So going back to your question, this is a tough one. I will admit that. I won't go Keon Coleman. I think you're gonna have to go with Downs. I don't like it, but that might be our only option here, to be completely honest with you. At home gives us a little edge, but Herbert not 100% doesn't help either. Why am I saying Mason? I don't know why. I'm thinking of the Titans. Yeah, I don't know. Should I start? This is a fantasy question for you, Liam. I'm going to do some deep diving tonight. But should I start, in your opinion, Ladd McConkey or Jawan Jennings? Did you see the Buda Baker extension? I did not. Is that a thing? Did Buda Baker get an extension? Let me see. Oof. So news. Buda Baker, 3-year contract extension. That's awesome. Hate the team, but good for Buda. He's a little older now, but good for them. Good for them. But no, that was actually the first I've seen of him. But for those of y'all who are, at risk of losing your fantasy matchup in case Patrick Mahomes won't be playing, I do release a fantasy football waiver wire pickup video every single week. And this week I did release some with a couple of key quarterbacks that you could go out there and stream. Number 1, don't call it a comeback because it's not. Aaron Rodgers. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know. AJ, you bash on Aaron Rodgers all the time. I know. I'm not happy about bringing him up this podcast either. But he does look good fantasy-wise. He looked good, right? He's finding a good connection with Devontae Adams again and Garrett Wilson. I wouldn't mind streaming him. Trey says, you like trash college teams, LOL. When's the last time your favorite college team won a championship, Trey? I could say that Michigan was last year. When was the last time Texas has? And that's because I'm from Texas. When was the last time? Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I'd go Lad. I might be biased, but last time they played Denver, he got 8 targets, and that was all the way back in week 6, before he started to pop off. Okay, because I am leaning towards Lad here. I am. At every Chargers game I watch, you can see that Lad is always the first option in almost every pass, so that ball is almost being forced to him. I hope so, Trey. This year, no, dude, the championship. Come on, dude. Gosh, come on, go blue, baby. And you're about to see a whole new change, whether you like it or not. But every college player, every person entering college, they're going to want to be a Tar Heel. They're going to want to be with Bill Belichick, a direct access point to the NFL. It's already happening. Turn on the TV. The transfer portal is going nuts with North Carolina, University of North Carolina. Heal up, baby. But yeah, the other quarterback I was thinking of could have been a mistake by I'm giving it away. Did Dallas make a mistake in signing Dak Prescott? Because Cooper Rush is putting up just the same amount of numbers, even slightly better, and he's winning games. Cooper Rush is with the Dallas Cowboys. And he looks pretty darn good for fantasy. He doesn't look bad. He looks pretty darn good. I want to hear what y'all have to say. Did the Cowboys make a mistake of paying Dak Prescott? You can be honest here. This does have to be Cowboy hate. It doesn't have to be. But I want to hear other people's opinions. Because I'm from Texas. I hear all the biased opinions. Yeah, every Cowboys fan, why we should have paid his, what? I want to hear y'all's opinions. Texas and Kansas are my college team. Let's see what Kansas could do for basketball. It's always fun and exciting watching Kansas in basketball. Liam says, also sleeper tight end for anyone in a tight spot. Stone Smart, 6 targets last game and 5 catches for 50 yards. His targets are only going to go up too. Look at that, dude. Liam with the support. Like I said, if you watch the fantasy video that was released today, that I release every single Tuesday, I only put out 1 tight end this week. And it wasn't Stone Smart. It wasn't Stone Smart. But that's a good pickup. My tight end that I put up was Brenton Strange. As far as targets, he had 12 targets last week. 12. Pretty damn good for a tight end. Not bad. But smart. It's also a smart move. See what I did there? Zombie, what's up, dude? Appreciate you being here. You ready for some oh man, what was that? What we were just talking about, Trey and I. Saturday night main event here in San Antonio. Can't wait for that. It's pretty exciting. Liam, in my opinion, Dak hate is so forced. Last year he put up MVP caliber numbers, but everyone is so quick to judge. Exactly. I don't think it's Dak. I think it's the supporting cast. Santos, what's up? Top 5 defenses. Falcons on my waiver wires. RN. My top 5 defenses. I want to give you 5, not counting the Falcons. Okay? I'm going to give you my 5 here. I have the Lions at the Bears. Cardinals at the Panthers. The Colts defense going up against the Titans. The Bills defense at the Pats. And then lastly, the Packers defense going up against the Saints. Those are the defenses I like streaming, not including the Jacksonville, not including the Atlanta Falcons. I have Jonnu in my waivers at Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith is in your waivers? What kind of league are you in? Holy crap, Jonnu Smith. He's single-handed. I went up against Jonnu Smith as well. Oh, man, that was rough. Yeah, no, he hasn't. And without it, in case Patrick Mahomes is not there, that's going to be huge. We're not going to see the same Kelsey here. Liam, pick up Jonnu ASAP and make fun of your league mates once you get him. Exactly. That is crazy. Santos says, your friend told me to come to you. He said you're a defense guru. Hopefully, you're talking about my friend on TikTok. Yes, Vincent is on TikTok right now, giving out some live fantasy football advice. But Santos, I appreciate you being here. I stream defenses every single week. I stream defenses. And so far, it has worked out. The one defense I wish I would have kept in, I put the Ravens defense in last week instead of holding on to the Bengals, and the Bengals just went off defensively. I wasn't expecting that, but very nice. Vince has a cool background, and you need to do one. Vince has a cool background. Let me go check out. What is he running over there? What kind of nonsense is this? I know he's on TikTok, so let me check him out. NSP. Oh, he has the stadium as his background. What's wrong with my background? It's crazy. Zombie says, yes, sir. Saturday night main event. Let's go. It's gonna be good. It'll be good. You down, Zombie? AJ Knight might be going. Hey, Zombie's a huge WWE fan. I was actually at the Royal Rumble when it was in San Antonio with him. And that was awesome. That was when we saw one of Wyatt's, I think it was Wyatt's last show. Yeah, on TikTok, say less. Let's go, Santos. Appreciate you being here, man. Hell yeah. Where would you put Falcons defense? Honestly, the Falcons. Okay, so I'm a little bit of a struggle because I wasn't expecting the Falcons to do that good last night. I expected them to do well. I didn't expect them to do that good. Oh man. Okay, so let's look at the Bears last week. The Vikings, right? So let's do a little bit of let's check out the Vikings defense here. See how they did compared to the Bears. And the Vikings defense put up 17 points. Man, dude, I really want to say go Colts over Falcons, but I think at this point in time, you can't. You can't go Colts over Falcons. Falcons did great against the Raiders. They're going to do good against the Giants. Well, Giants went up against the... Man, dude. That's literally stuck. Me personally, I'm sticking with my guns. I want to go with the Colts. I wouldn't mind if you want to go either one, right? They're all great matchups. And it just depends who's going to get the sacks, who's going to get the interceptions. If you want a for sure interception, I think you should go with Packers because they're going against the Saints. Spencer Rattler, not too sure about that. Do you think I should put in Ford over DK at this point in time? I mean, with DK only having 3 targets, it's not going to hurt you, but don't expect Ford to be a league winner. I am going to say that a lot of people are thinking that he's a league winner now that Chubb is out for sure. But I would account that. I'm expecting anywhere between 7 to 15 points. That's a rough situation, but I think that's definitely a higher floor than DK Metcalf. If Ritter is a QB, I'm benching Myers easily. Yeah, if Ritter, you can't start Jacoby Myers if Ritter continues with with what he's doing over there. That was bad. I know Jacoby got some garbage time receptions, but it ain't it. Liam says, here we go, AJ. My first kicker question of the year. I have Lutz right now, but want to switch up my options. There's Tyler Bass. He's looking good lately. McLaughlin, Moody, Gay, McManus. I'm going to go McLaughlin all day. McLaughlin, dude. That's a high-powered offense. The Buccaneers are going against the Cowboys. Say what you want. Cowboys defensive front looks decent, but the Buccaneers will find a way to get down the field. McLaughlin, 18 points last week. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. The Buccaneers will find ways to get down the field. If you're scared of the Cowboys defense, remember what I just said. The Buccaneers will find a way to go down the field. And if the Cowboys defense are that good, they'll hold them to a field goal. Rave says, W Jersey. I don't know what team that is, but it looks tough. It is the University of North Carolina, brother. Come on, appreciate you. You don't give me a lot of dubs, Rave. So I appreciate that. Yeah, University of North Carolina. We're rolling with it. Had this jersey for years. But Bill Belichick, man, is going to turn that franchise around. It's North Carolina. What do you think about the Bengals defense? So around the league, the Bengals don't have the best defense, right? They had a good week last week. I'm not going to hold on to them. I'm not going to touch them this week, right? It's a divisional game. I get it. Jameis Winston, he was benched. There's a great possibility that, the Bengals could just dominate that game from beginning to finish defensively. I'm just not going to buy into that with how unpredictable the Bengals defense is. I'm not touching the Bengals defense here. I might be a fool. You could come back to this channel and be like, man, you're dumb, AJ. You should have told me to start the Bengals defense. I'm not touching them. I give advice as if they were my teams, and I'm not touching the Bengals defense this week. Trey says, Bengals D is awful. I think LOL, but I'm not the pro here. Bengals defense looked great last week because of the intercept, and they had a pick six. They almost had 2 pick six. But if you guys saw that game, he dropped it right before the end zone. It was dumb. But yeah, I'm not touching it. Liam, I'm not even going to ask my weekly QB question. I already know the answer. You ask this quarterback question every single week, and I give you the answer every single week. And how many times do you take my advice? Never. And how many times does that one guy outscore everyone else? Always. Dude, go start Baker Mayfield, please. Okay, for the love of the Lord, start Baker Mayfield. Zombie says, okay, we need to get ready for the UFL. I wish the UFL had fantasy football. That would be so cool. So cool. But yes, the San Antonio Brahmas, let's freaking go, as well as the Michigan Panthers. Let's go, dog. That school, impossible to get into unless you're an academic genius or athlete. Yeah, University of North Carolina, very prestigious school. They have a lot going for them, right? Especially in basketball. Basketball's huge over there. You go to Rutgers, right, Rave? We got some inside talk here. Still waiting to hear back from them. Congratulations in advance, Rave. But they're on 3-3 so far in my college. Okay. Santos says, debating on whether getting Bills defense, get May, has been throwing INTs like crazy. 9 interceptions. Bills defense, it's good. It's gotten better these past few weeks. It is not like, oh my gosh, it's the greatest. But then again, like I said, I do have the Bills defense this upcoming week. I don't think their ceiling is as high as you could potentially see like with the Colts or the Packers. But the Bills defense definitely is a startable defense this week. You got a lot of great defenses this week. S.A. Braun was irrelevant without destroying. It's unfortunate what happened with destroying. Broke his neck on a tackle last year. He was doing really well. Personally, though, I used to watch destroying. And it came to a point where I just did not like him. I didn't like a lot of his takes and his outlook in life sometimes. Wasn't the biggest fan. Liam, still sticking with Bowers. My alternative are Komet, Gray, Strange to Schultz. Yeah, exactly. No, we're going to go with Bowers. I'm not freaking out about Bowers. It's good. We're going to go with Bowers here. He's still, I got him top 3 tight end rest of the season. I don't know if I drop him below George Kittle, but for sure I'm doing McBride over him. I might have to drop him under. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see this game. Santos, just nervous about getting Falcons D because of the wide receiver one for Giants, Malik Neighbors. I hope Malik Neighbors tears it up again. If you're scared about the Falcons defense, like I said, you could always, why not go with the Packers? Right? I mean, when you really look at it, you're going against Desmond Ridder as your quarterback, and you're going against Miller as a starting running back. That team's hurting. It's hurt. It sucks waiting for a Monday, though. I will admit. Oh, they're taken. That's why the Packers defense are taken. Oh, Texas defense is for. I'm not. I still wouldn't want to touch the Texans even if Patrick Mahomes is out. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I still wouldn't feel comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying? Brandon, what's good, man? Appreciate you being here. Liam says, I've got an open roster spot. If you were to pick up a handcuff for running back, who would you get? Akers or Justice Hill? I'd get Cam Akers as a handcuff. Justice Hill, he's a third down back. He's going to be your pass catching back, right? That's great. So what we know is if Derrick Henry ever does go down, that's still going to be a rotation backfield. It's not just going to be Justice Hill. Justice Hill is a lot more appealing. Yes, he's going to get a little more touches. Yes. But if you want a bell cow, that's going to be Cam Akers. I would ask fantasy football questions, but in all three of my leagues, I didn't make playoffs. Most PA in in 2 out of 3 and injuries, bro. I totally understand, bro. I totally understand. In 2 out of my 4 playoff runs this past week, I lost by less than 5 points. I lost in less than 5 points. This week, I went up against Devontae Adams. I went up against Mike Evans. I went up against Jonnu Smith. I went up against what the hell is it? Justin Jefferson. It was not fun. It was, and then to lose by less than 5 points. Yeah. It happens, Rave. It's all right. It's all about how we bounce back. Don't worry. You know us. We got fantasy leagues next year. Brandon, should I play Tampa Bay's defense or Bills? I'd rather go the Bills defense than Tampa Bay. Will Jerome Ford play well against the Bengals defense? Yes, he will play well. I'm not expecting Jerome Ford to be a league winner. Rave says, less than 5, I'm breaking shit. I'd be heated. So I worked on myself a lot. So I would. Normally, I would be heated. Because obviously, I do a fantasy show. I give fantasy football advice. Losing the first round of the playoffs is not okay. Losing by less than 5 points, not okay. But it's all about, how you grow as an individual, right? I was definitely heated. I had to go to the gym again, so I did 2 workouts yesterday. I skipped dinner. I just could not eat, did not have the stomach for it. Heart was beating so fast. Took my protein, threw it up immediately. That's how nervous I was. Because I was also going up against Jordan Addison, and if Jordan Addison would have scored 14 points, I lost the game. Jordan Addison scored 13.5 points last night. I won by 0.5. I won by 0.5 last night. And that is the team that that's the best team I have. The best. But I was going against Josh Allen, Jonnu Smith, Devontae Adams, and I came out on top of that game. Nuts, dude. I'm on a 10-game winning streak. I started that league 1-4. I started that league. I turned that around. I'm so proud of that league. It's a dynasty league. So proud of it. I better win. I hope I win. I pray I win. Liam says, hate to be that guy, but I got to go buy. Oh, I got a buy in 2 of my 5 leagues, and on that second round in the other 3. Dude, that NSP Blue League, bro, it's been a roller coaster of first place. That sucks. I can't believe I lost it last minute. Brandon says, since Montgomery's out, he was the next best option. Yeah, Jerome Ford will have to do, man. Montgomery, that's very unfortunate for you, Jahmyr Gibbs owners. Get ready to eat. It's going to be nuts. Liam says combined record of 40 and 16 through all 5 leagues. Nice, dude. Congratulations. Very nice. Very nice. Bro, could eat. Dude, I couldn't. All day. Right? Because I knew I had to go up against Jordan Addison. I knew if Jordan Addison got 14 points, I lose the game. I knew all that hard work, that 9-game win streak is all going to go to waste. I don't want to say this live just in case one of my guys is watching, because I'm not the commissioner in that league. I felt like I was wrongfully done. We're in 2 different divisions. There was a screw up in playoff where I got sent to the other division for playoffs. And the guy who I was going up against, we both outscored everyone. So if the playoffs were done correctly, the matchup, I would have won, hands down, no problem. But since it wasn't, there's a chance that him and I could have lost. He lost, obviously. I could have lost. I would have been so mad. So I don't know what I would have done. I don't know. Rave, bro, you think losing by 5 is bad? I beat a guy by 0.26 thanks to the Falcons block PAT. When it comes to decimals, which I have lost before, can't sleep. You lost by decimals before, Rave? What? Hopefully it wasn't an important game like the championship game or anything. That's crazy. Literally ruins the next day. It ruins everything, dude. Tell me about it, bro. Last year, I lost first round playoffs because Jared Goff took a knee and I lost. Oh, shoot. That is rough. That's rough. Yeah, that is tragic. Liam, all right. Appreciate you, Adrian, but I'm going to head out. Got to hit the books. Hey, man, hit them hard. Good luck in your test. Good luck in the fantasy playoffs. You know I'm here. You got me on Discord. Hit up the DMs, brother. I got you. Just add everyone. Start Baker Mayfield. Oh, man. So that's a lot of fun. So, yeah, first week of playoffs, a lot of fun. Very stressful. But, yeah. No fantasy football to look forward to. Titans suck. We don't have a QB. Do what I do, Rave, on Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy, I enter weekly fantasy football lineups. Best ball. I win a lot of money on Underdog Fantasy. I don't win a lot for pick'ems. I don't do very well in pick'ems, but I do Underdog Fantasy for weekly fantasy matchups. Oh gosh, I make some good money. Football sucks for me, RN. Yeah, I get you. Ray says promoting gambling on Underdog. No, fantasy football has been proven that is not gambling. And I can prove that because I live in Texas and you cannot gamble on sports. So that is legal here in Texas. I am fine. Fantasy football betting is a skill-based game. Penix Jr. was just announced starting QB for the Falcons. Oh, nice. Okay. Was he really? That's cool. Hey, your friend just said to put Ford in over Downs and DK. For sure, I'm putting him over DK. Like I said, Ford has a higher ceiling. I don't know if you put Downs in the last time. Yeah, your last comment here. I might have missed that. Do you think I should put in Ford? No, you just put. Do you think I should put in Ford over DK? So, like I said, I'll put Ford over DK. Now, over Downs, I will continue to say that I do think Ford has a higher floor than Josh Downs. Josh Downs will have a higher ceiling. If I was in your shoes, I'm playing Ford. So yeah, I would have to agree with Vincent. Brandon says everybody liked the live. Hey, thank you, Brandon. Appreciate you. It's been a rough year. We haven't gotten close to our goal as far as subscribers here on YouTube. So those y'all who are subscribed or who have subscribed recently, I just want to say thank you. Appreciate you. It helps out a ton. Why would they do that to Cousins? Cousins has not been playing well at all. At all. But yeah, let me look at Penix here real quick. Michael Penix, starting quarterback. Oh wow, okay, fun. What's the Falcons' record? Maybe we could shed some light there. They got an easy matchup. The Falcons are 7-7. They're technically in the hunt. I don't think they're going to get in, so why not? Kirk is Highway Robert. Yeah. Got to go, AJ. Wish me luck in the playoffs this week. Just one win and then the championship. Hell yeah, brother. 2 more wins. That's all you need. Brandon, good luck, dude. You got my support 100%. 2 more wins, baby. You got this. You got this, dog. Raven says Falcons paid a man all that money to bench him for Penix. Dude, I don't know what the hell the Falcons were thinking, right? You draft Penix so high in the draft. So either you wasted a draft pick or you wasted a crap ton of money. We're about to find out this upcoming game. But it looks like you wasted a lot of money here because Cousins is not playing up to par. Cost you some games, not playing up to par. You have a good team. You don't have a good quarterback. But we'll see with Penix. It bamboozles me what they did this offseason. I just dropped Hopkins for Ford. Whew. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't mind dropping Hop. I really don't. I really, his volume is not what we all want it to be. It's not what we all know what it could be. So I don't mind that move. Ford has way of a higher upside. Of course, last week he did get that crazy touchdown. So hopefully he gets the volume here. He had 7 carries last week. He had 2 targets last week. But of course, Nick Chubb was in. So I think Ford should be good. Ford should be good. You waste some money and the premium pick. Yes. So if Penix is horrible, you wasted all that money and you wasted a pick. No, I don't think you got to cancel it, Nate Dog. I think you should be fine. Just depends on who else is on your roster. I don't mind it because let's all be real here. Let's all be real. In the playoffs, raise your hand if you're confident in starting DeAndre Hopkins in these next 2 games, where these next 2 games are must-win games. Raise your hand if you're confident in starting DeAndre Hopkins. I don't see any hands. Of course, this is dumb, right? I don't see anybody, right? But you're not going to feel confident with starting D-Hop. You just won't. So I don't mind that. At the end of the day, I don't mind it. Gabriel, nice Tar Heel jersey. Oh, dude, appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here, Gabe. Patriot Gabe, dog. Good luck in your fantasy playoffs. Trey's waving high. Love the background. Go Niners. Sad Giants fan. Oh, you're a Giants fan. Dude, you should. I don't know if I could raise it up. I can't raise up my camera. But I got 2 signed jerseys right above me. You guys probably don't believe me. But I got 2 signed jerseys right above me. Deebo Samuel and Kyle Juszczyk. But yeah, appreciate it. If I put that sign on, the neon lights is way too bright. Way too bright. But this is my own little personal office here. But guys, we're coming to the end of our show. I'm in fantasy playoffs myself. I lost in 2 of my playoffs by less than 5 points. It's fantasy football. Don't stress out about it. Don't be pissed off. It's okay to be bitter. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. Just be strong, man. Be strong. AJ, do the Niners still have a chance at the playoffs? Not a chance, dude. Is it unlikely or it's very unlikely. I say not a chance. Statistically, it's crazy enough. It's possible. It is possible for the Niners to make the playoffs. But yeah, I don't think they got a chance. Nate Dogg, LMO Nice, always wanted a signature jersey. You want to hear something cool, Nate Dogg? Something that we used to do here, and we want to bring it back, but for the 900 and 1,000, every single time we hit 100 subscribers, NSP, me, Vince, Reed, we would give away a random autographed jersey of someone who's playing today. It's awesome. We would order a randomized autographed jersey. It comes with a letter of authenticity, and as celebration for every 100 subscribers that we would get, we will give it away to one lucky subscriber. So the next time we're going to do them, seems like it's forever, maybe impossible now. But once we hit 900 subscribers, once we hit 900 subscribers, we definitely will be giving away an autographed jersey. We've also given away autographed mini helmets, and we've also given away autographed footballs. So we're giving away a whole bunch of stuff. We did a little pause on it because the channel has slowed down tremendously. But when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're doing something big. We're doing something real big. It's not just gonna be one giveaway. So you used to be able to see them. Why can't you now? You used to be able to see them on TikTok. So on TikTok, I had my phone angled a certain way, and you'll be able to see my jerseys. Right now, they're barely not making the cutoff here. It is okay. Damn, bring it back now. Hey man, stay subscribed. Join our Discord. Our Discord will be the first people to know when we are doing a giveaway. So honestly, with how slow we are going, I might bring it up to the guys that we should do another giveaway to try to gain some more subscribers. I don't like doing that because I like to gain our subscribers a more natural way. But if that's what we need to do, that's what we need to do. I've given away my soul to NSP. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Says, yeah, I have a Giant signed mini helmet. It's nice. I have a Patrick Willis signed mini helmet. Stay listening to Marshmallow. Okay, nice. Yeah, like I said, join the Discord. It's a lot of fun. If you have any questions, if you just want to talk football, we got plenty of guys there. Rave, I don't know why you're hating on Marshmallow. Greatest artist of our generation. Well, guys, that's all I have for y'all today. I appreciate every single one of y'all. As I said before, good luck in your fantasy football matchups. If you have any more questions, please feel free to leave a comment down in this video or DM us on Discord. We'll be there. Oh, I forgot, Ray. I forgot you're younger. Yeah. Your generation, I'll say. I want Tom Brady to sign my head. We'll make it happen if we hit 1,000 subscribers this year. Have a good night. I'll see you next stream. We'll see you guys. We'll be live. Don't forget, we'll be live on Thursday for the game. If you want to hang out with us to watch the Thursday night game, Reed and I will be live here. I'm pushing 50. I'm 26 years old, Rabe. Chill out, dude. Later, Trey. Thank you all so much. And as we always say here, keep on grinding.